up, everybody? Welcome to a new video. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday today. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Nerf Rival Takedown. This is a 2020 release pump action 8-shot rival blaster. That is definitely not the most practical thing ever, but it is certainly very fun, and there's some stuff to talk about here. So, let's get into it. The Nerf Rival Takedown is a 2020 release from the Rival line by Hasbro, and during 2020, Nerf was doing a lot of Rival blasters that didn't really have a whole lot of paint on it. They stopped the cool striping and all the white stuff they did with the previous blasters, which sucked. But we had a lot of releases in 2020. We had the Finisher, we had the Charger, and we had the Takedown, we had the Roundhouse, which I will review pretty soon. But the Takedown, this is one of them. Starting out with the grip. This grip is absolutely wonderful. This is a really nice grip. But this is a shotgun style grip. So say if you're used to using a pistol grip that's all the way down here, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get used to the shotgun grip, but I got used to it pretty quickly and really like this grip. There's not really any details or anything, it's just a ordinary plain grip, but it gets the job done and really nice and comfortable. The pump grip is also really nice and comfortable. It's definitely not the biggest thing ever, but you can definitely get a good handhold on it, and it's really good. Once again, not really a whole lot of detail. Well, there's no detail at all, and it gets the job done. How's the trigger on this blaster? Well, it's pretty darn good. Not really a whole lot of stuff to note here. It's a standard good old trigger we all know and love. I don't really have anything to say about it. It's pretty good, pretty nice, smooth. I like it. This blaster does not have a stock attachment point or a barrel attachment point, because of course, this is a Nerf Rival blaster. I don't think there's a single Nerf Rival blaster that has a stock attachment or a barrel attachment point. But you do have two Rival rails here. You have one over here and one over here. There's not really a whole lot of Rival attachments at all, but you can put some Rival attachments on there if you want to, if you have any. This blaster does not have any slings, so say if you want to sling it at the sidearm or secondary, you can't. This blaster does not have slam fire, so you hold down the trigger. Yep, you can keep pumping it. It does not have slam fire whatsoever. I think this blaster looks really cool. It's like this shotgun aesthetic. It's like a sawed-off shotgun. It looks like a Mossberg Shockwave. Like, you can't tell me this doesn't look like a Mossberg Shockwave. The design of it, it looks good. It's very plain. It's just this red and black and orange. It does look good. I really like the shape. I love the way it looks. But the design, once again, they should have done that cool striping like a lot of other Rival blasters they did back then, but in 2020, that's when Hasbro started to cheap out and all that kinds of stuff, so it sucks. They definitely could have did a lot more with this design. How is the smoothness of the prime? It is very smooth. Now, I've watched a lot of reviews on this blaster, like Wacom S7. He said the prime was really tough on this blaster, and I don't know if it's just me, I've gotten used to using this, but when I first primed it, it was super duper easy. But I got this at a yard sale. I did not get this brand new out of the box, so maybe that's why. I don't know if it's primed, or maybe that's just how easy it is to prime. But yeah, this prime, it's pretty nice and smooth. I dig it a lot. How does this thing work? Well, you prime it, you have an internal magazine. Internal magazines are not external. You cannot take these out. They are permanently built into the blaster. And this blaster holds 8 rival rounds. So just shove them in there like that, or how many you want to. Prime it, close the breech, fire. You have the Rival logo on one side, and of course it's not on the other side because Hasbro decided to cheap out. But you do have a safety. You just move it to the side, like that, so you can prime it. Can't pull the trigger, can't fire it. Disengage it, and you can fire. That is everything the Nerf Rival Takedown has to offer. Now, let's take it out to the range and see how good it does. Alrighty. So, we are at the range with our Nerf Rival Takedown. We have 8 rounds in here, fully loaded. We're gonna fire it and see how good it does. We're gonna be doing 8 flat shots and 8 angled shots. And we are out. And now, we are going to be doing 8 angled shots. Let's see how these do. Now, I got this blaster at a yard sale, so I don't know if it's shooting exactly how it's supposed to out of the box, but that is pretty darn good. So, overall, what do I think of the Nerf Rival Takedown, my personal opinions, and would I recommend this blaster? The Nerf Rival Takedown. This is definitely a pretty fun blaster. It's just a basic, simple shotgun, but it gets the job done with its 8-round magazine. Not too much capacity, but that is pretty darn decent. But for Rival War, I wouldn't really recommend you bring this to a Rival War because you're going to get stomped by things like the Prometheus, Perseus, Nemesis, Hades, a lot of those other blasters. Would I recommend the Takedown? Well, the Nerf Rival Saturn exists. I'd say pick that up over this thing any day of the week because that is a lot bigger, it's a lot more comfortable. I've handled one before, it's a lot more fun. It has slam fire. And just the ergonomics, the feel of it, the wood, the fake wood stock, it's so much better. It holds 10 rounds compared to 8, so not a huge capacity boost, but I'd say pick up the Saturn over this thing. The Forerunner from the Nerf Rival Accu line. I don't know, that has 12 rounds. It doesn't have the shotgun grip, it's basically this with a pistol style grip. It definitely doesn't look nearly as good, but it's blue. It has 12 rounds compared to 8, so it has the most capacity out of all of them. The Dart Zone Liberator, it's basically this, but the internal magazine's in the bottom. I personally like that more than this. So, what do I think of this blaster? Should you absolutely pick it up? No. Would I recommend it? Well, if you don't really like Slamfire, say if you don't really care about all the stuff the Nerf Rival Saturn has, and if you just want a nice, slick shotgun, you really like the color red, I'd say this is a pretty good option. The ergonomics are really good, the shotgun grip, it gets the job done. Me personally, I would take the Nerf Rival Saturn, Dart Zone Liberator, or Dart Zone Titanium over this any day of the week. I just enjoy using those more, but this is pretty darn decent. This is a pretty darn good option. If you do want to pick up any Nerf Rival blasters that are basically almost the same size as this, but are a lot more practical, have a lot more capacity, and do have slam fire, check out the Nerf Rival Artemis. That is a 30-shot pump action slam fire blaster. It's absolutely awesome. I have one, and I'm gonna be reviewing one pretty soon. Or if you want the big boy springer, check out the Nerf Rival Hades. Basically an Artemis, but 60 rounds. That's insane. Not everybody wants the same blaster, but that's perfectly okay. Pick what you want to pick. Whatever fits your play style, go for it. I give this thing a pretty good recommendation. yep, that is my review of the Nerf Rival Takedown. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this review, and as always, peace out. And who do y'all got winning the Super Bowl? Y'all got the Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles? I would love for the Eagles to win. I'm a Cardinals fan. Yeah, we're not really that good. But have a good one, everybody.